What's good? It's your boy Stack City, and we back with a bonus episode, in between the seasons episode. And as usual, I got my boy Barbershop P in the building.
What's goody? What's good?
And like always, as usual, I got my boy LG in the building.
Yeah, yeah.
And today we got somebody that may be new to you, but he's fam to us. You know what I mean? We got my boy, my homie, my ace, my bro, Antwan, aka better known as Knowledge. What up,
Hey,
Knowledge?
what's good, y'all?
Yeah. Knowledge is an artist, a dope artist out of North Carolina. What part you from, Knowledge?
HKY, Hickory, North Carolina.
Represent. That's I want to
828
represent
stand
himself.
up.
There you go. 828 stand up. Let them know something. Yes, sir. And so we got this bonus episode because Knowledge is about to drop his third project, his third studio project. Yeah, he an artist, like I said. You know what I mean? And he gonna preview it before it comes out later. We're gonna ask him some questions about himself as an artist, some questions about the project, and we're gonna get it all the way into it. All right. So, like I said, he may be new to you. So, Knowledge, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are as an artist, what brought you to this point that we're at right now, how you got to this third project, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, once again, it's Knowledge, man. And 30 years old at a Hickory. Been rapping since I was 18 years old. But initially I was into R&B. I didn't really start rapping until I got saved. Glory to God.
Glory to
And
God.
you guys mentioned him a lot, Shannon Wingate. You know, he really inspired me to start rapping because that man rap all the time. So he inspired me to
Shout
do
out,
it. Shout out to Up. Yeah, man. So he inspired me to do it. And this is where I'm at now, man. Three albums in, man. The Advocate.
Hey, talk to
Yeah.
him about, or at least tell him the title, the names of your first two projects, and where they might be
All
able
right,
to find it.
first project is Living Sacrifice. Second project is Faith to Faith, and you can find them on all platforms. All
Cool.
platforms.
And his third one is the Advocate, right?
Advocate, yes, sir.
What's that mean? Just in case they don't know. What you mean, the Advocate? What is that?
All right, so the Advocate, it derived from, I was actually having a conversation with my wife in the car one day, and I was actually working on Faith to Faith at the time, and we were just discussing things that go on in the world and how people are always talking about, or that they're always fighting for their right to be themselves. But as a Christian, when you go against things and they want to drag you. But I was like, well, I want to advocate for Christ. I want to have a right to live right as well. And that's how it derived. And I said the next album is titled The Advocate, and that's where we are.
That's why they call you knowledge. You dropping that knowledge. Dropping
Yes,
that
sir.
knowledge. All right, we're gonna get into some questions now. Barbershop P gonna hit us with the first one. Go ahead, Barbershop P.
Knowledge was good, sir.
What's good, my guy?
Man, chilling, bro. Good to see you. Glad to finally have you on the platform officially, even though you work with us behind the scenes and part of the team.
Love the
right,
show, bro. Absolutely.
Okay. You open up the album with Ezekiel, and it basically, goes into what the album is going to be about. Because I can tell, like, you kind of base the concept of the album around Ezekiel and the saying and letting everybody know that I am a child of God, a warrior of God, and I'm not going to deny him. And if you deny him, then there's certain consequences for that. And then also for what you're trying to do, which is glorifying him, there's great reward in that. So what was like the inspiration behind you kind of just giving this album? Because this album felt like you just like, all right, this is me. This is Knowledge. This is, what I'm saying? This is Antwan. This is me. So what was the motivation behind that album and the concept that you came up with for The Advocate?
Pretty much the same thing as earlier. It's just you just look at the world and kind of in the direction it's going, and you got so many different beliefs. And I come from different angles in the album. And the main one that I want to get across is I want you to understand the plight of the Christian. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are not always trying to bash you into believing in Jesus. It's like I said in one of the songs, I say, we know the end game and the Avengers are not
Yeah,
around, right?
Avengers. Yes, sir.
We know the end game, right? So it's like what I want you to understand where we're coming from. We want to save your life, because life is everlasting. Even after you pass, we want to make sure you know that. And if you continue to live a life, a certain way, there are consequences. And that's kind of the angle that I was coming from with this one.
Got you. So is that the thing that kind of made you dig in and get more personal? Because even on the song, Who Am I? It's like as soon as you go in, you start off with a description of yourself and go into your background and where you come from and, your trials and tribulations. And another thing that you touched on in a song, I can't remember the name of the song, but it was towards the album, when you really go in about religion and, with Black people who's confused about Christianity and is it a white man religious or not? And, like us trying to deny that faith and Christianity always being attacked in that sense. And I felt like that was a super important subject to touch on. Would you mind touching on that a little more? Because I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you made that song, because you do hear those claims a lot about, it's a white man religion that was forced on us through slavery. And you clarified that very well in your song. So, I guess let the people know and us, in a sense, I was very curious about that as to, what made you, touch it and go in on that.
Because it all kind of goes in. So it's like I'm not just attacking, or not necessarily attacking. I'm not just confronting non-believers. I'm confronting everybody across the board. You know what I'm saying? Because these people, they believe in something. It may not just be Jesus, but it's like when you say that it's the white man's religion, it doesn't add up when you say that, because but I wanted to clarify on the track, give you some insight as to why, because I feel like it's necessary for people to understand, because we're in an information age and you can look up anything, right? And it's true, it's a little bit of truth in about everything, but you can't go, you have to really do an extensive study and understand that you can't just go off of what people say.
Right.
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to clarify in that song, yeah.
All right. LG, what about you, sir?
All right, now so I have about 3 questions actually.
All
All right. So the first one is, you gave us all 3 of your albums. I had the privilege to hear all 3 of them, and in my opinion, you get better each one. So to that, you say what? How do you feel about that?
I say to God be the glory, man. Ultimately, I just have to say that it's Jesus, man. And that because I feel the same way, and I don't want to be biased about it, but I feel like God, because a lot of times, man, when I give my all in every album, every project, and it's like I feel like, man, that's it. Like, what else can I do? And then God will give me an idea, and then the more I pray and the more I seek after Him, the more He gives me to speak on. And that's really all I can say, man, about that. Yes, sir.
Good stuff.
Crazy.
All right. The next question is, well, first of all, The Advocator, number 2, is my joint.
That's fire.
To me, I feel like I was telling Stack City this on the phone. I feel like it's the perfect first song on your album. It like the energy, like it sets the tone for the listener to want to listen to the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, do you have a personal favorite joint on the album?
Man, I kind of try to prepare for this question, actually. I got like 3 or 4, man. I look, and actually, I don't want to say it, but the Advocator is probably like my least favorite.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh,
I love it, right? But it's like that's probably like one of my least favorites. But
all right.
But so for me, but it's more about the process, right? As opposed to the actual songs. So is All About Jesus was one of my favorites, Made for Me. And give me a second. Where we at? Blink of an Eye. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was dope.
And the other one would be Take Up Your Cross. And what I was saying is like it's the process for these that really did it for me.
Right.
Because you find inspiration. You find
Right.
inspiration in like the unlikely places, right? And so for All About Jesus, my daughter was in the back of the car singing. And she was just going in, man. And then I just zoned in at one part where she was like, "It's all about Jesus." Oh, and that tune just stuck with me, man. And it's like the song just developed from there. And that's like why it's one of my favorites.
Right.
And then Made for Me, because I'm on auto-tune on that one again. But initially, I was gonna try to find a male singer to do it. But I just put it down on auto-tune to use it as a reference. But after I tweaked it a little bit, I might just got to keep this one. Sound dope.
Hey, it worked. I like it. It worked out.
And it wasn't, what I'm saying, it didn't take away from it, what I'm saying, like too much. I thought it was a pretty good sound.
Yeah.
And Take Up Your Cross, when I wrote it, I was feeling it, but I didn't think that it wasn't going to be one of the top tracks for me. But after I recorded it, and I got the shout out to Young Nobby out of Charlotte. After I recorded it and I sent it to him and he did his verse, man, it took it over the top for me. So that's one of my favorites. And then Blink of an Eye is one of my favorites because I kind of tell my story a little bit and things that I went through a couple of years ago. And that was just me pouring my heart out and being transparent on the track, man. And those are my favorites.
Word. I like how you got like your Mount Rushmore favorites. That's dope.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Last question. I know obviously God is an inspiration, and I know you shared about how kind of inspired you to rap when you met. But like, who are some musical inspirations as far as your career is concerned?
Man, I love music, right? I love it all. But I grew up on R&B. Like my mom loved it. My whole family pretty much loved it, and Usher is probably one of my favorite artists. I like Chris Brown. Yeah, Usher's my favorite artist. I like Chris Brown. But then when I kind of transitioned into listening to more hip hop, I got a lot of inspiration from Jay-Z. I like Jay. Drake, when he came out, man, he was fire. I like Drake, and I like Kanye.
Word.
And then
you the disappointed city, bro. You the disappointed city. You was like good until you said Kanye, bro.
It's all right. City the only one that feels that way.
Hey, listen, this is not about me. It's not about me.
Yeah.
And of course, Christian rap, Lecrae, hands down.
Yeah.
One of the greatest in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. That's cool. Stack, you got anything? I'm good.
Yeah, man. I really like enjoyed this album because like you started off, and P touched on this. You started off letting the people know why you doing what you're doing with that Ezekiel track. Like if I let you, if the people die and the people gonna die in their sins, you know what I mean, if they don't turn to Christ. But if I don't let you know, like if I don't put that, give them that message to help turn their life around, you know what I mean, that's on me. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna suffer the consequences. But if I do and you still reject it, you know what I mean? Like that's on you. You know what I mean? So what you about to get right here in this album is me informing you, you know what I mean, on what I need to let you know about. I'm fulfilling my end. You know what I mean? The advocator. That's what I took from the intro, like the advocator, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing my part, now you got to do yours. You know what I mean? Then you come with the news clippings. I like the advocator too, because like, while it might not be your favorite track, I think the placement of the song is accurate. You know what I mean? Like the placement is accurate because like you do the little intro scripture, right, from Ezekiel, and then you come back with news clippings. You know what I mean? About how Jesus and
That
gospel
was dope.
Bible has been taken out of this place and that place, right? So like you might not get the message from those places the way you're supposed to get it, the way Christians are supposed to give it to you, because like we're doing so much to remove Christianity and the gospel and the message from all these public places to appease everybody. All right. So you start off with those news clippings, then you let them know, like, but I'm the advocator. You know what I mean? Like I don't gotta abide by those rules and those regulations, and I'm gonna give it to you just straight like that. You know what I mean? And that's facts. You know what I mean? No pun intended with one of the tracks on your title towards the end called That's Facts. Number 15, matter of fact. You know what I mean? I know the album up and down, baby. I was listening to it. Yes, sir. But yeah, I think that's the perfect placement for it. You know what I mean? Then you come with that next track. What is it? Who I am or something like that? What was the next one?
Yeah, who I am.
Yeah, who I am. And then it's all about Jesus. You know what I mean? You let them know who you are. Like you talked about, you're gonna be the advocator. You let them know who you are. Then he said, hey, but it's really though, it's all about Jesus.
Not about me, right? Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was a perfect like start to your album, the way you ordered it and the way you let people know like how this thing gonna go.
Yeah, the track alignment
They
was
don't got
great.
they don't gotta guess, they don't gotta figure out what it is you're gonna talk about. You let them know right from the jump. You know what I mean? Because one thing about Christian rap music that I do know is that it's gotten kind of a bad rap lately, these past 5 to 10 years, as being more watered down than what it used to be. You know what I mean? When like the cross movement was doing their thing, when the truth was doing his thing, when Trip Lee was doing his thing, when Flame was doing his thing, like them brothers gave you the straight gospel. Like at some point it started to get like the message got a little more hidden. And I'm not gonna say it was less Christian or it was just more ambiguous. Like, and it was more like you had to listen a little harder to figure out like the message, you know, behind what they were saying and who it was about. But you just gave it to them straight like that though. So I commend you and I applaud you on that. But I'm gonna tell you my favorite from a musical standpoint. You know what I mean? I like to consider myself, I'm no expert or nothing like that, but I like to consider myself a connoisseur of music to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And my favorite track musically, not necessarily because of the message, but because of your flow matched with your voice, matched with the beat. Now, I don't want to say this song is not about the message, because really this song is all about the message. But I think but if I take the message away, like the actual words you're saying, like your cadence and your flow, your voice matched up with the beat, like my favorite track when it comes to that part of it or that aspect is the gospel. You know what I mean? Like the gospel. Man. I love the way you flow over that track. Talk to me about like the process behind that one. Like when you heard the beat, not necessarily the message, because they're gonna get the gospel. That's what it's about. You know what I mean? It's about that journey. You know what I mean? The Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus dying on the cross, all that. Right. But like when you heard that beat, did you know immediately or did it take some figuring out?
Nah, it flowed. It just flowed. I heard the beat and I was like, oh, I gotta go on this one. And you know, because with the message, right? So I was looking specifically for a sound like that. So that's how I was looking. That's what I was looking for when I came up with the idea. So I was looking specifically for a sound like that, and when I found it, everything just kind of fell in place, brother. That's it.
It did, man. It sounded like natural. It sounded like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean? Right there, like it's supposed to go together. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed. That's a track I really enjoyed. And then towards the India album, I think it's number 14. What you saying?
A lot of people like that one, man.
Like that.
Everybody likes that one. Yeah.
What you saying? That's hard. That joint hard right there, bro. Like I don't even want to tell the people what it's about. You can tell them what it's about. But that's like one of my favorite tracks. And to be honest with you, it took me 2 or 3 listens, like for that one to hit me the way it hit me. But when it hit me, I was like, I like that joint right there. That joint's tough. Yeah. Go ahead, talk to me about that one, man.
Yeah, man, because the beat was so smooth, man. And you know what I'm saying? And then I just like that joint, man. But everybody likes it because I don't know why though. But it's a nice track, man. But what
you don't know why everybody likes the joints. You don't know why everybody likes your joints, bro. Like the favorites.
Hey, he said it's all God, bro. It ain't
That one right there, man. Man, I know my wife gets tired of me, man, because I mean, she hear everything off top.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, so that was one of the ones that she says as well. That's one of her favorites as well. But
You might have to
what
do
you
if
saying?
people like that one. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm gonna let you the artist. You the artist. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because I that's one of my joys too. It's hard. It really is. But it's like look, man, because I talk to y'all like I'm a consumer as well, man. At the end of the day, that's how I feel. Because once it's done, I'm consuming it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but with that one, just the message I was trying to get it across, like to those who look at Jesus and God as like a genie or somebody who works magic, and I'm just bringing to you in a way that this world in this time where they understand it, with the cadence and what I'm saying, like so it can really catch your attention and what it is that I'm saying in this song. Like, if God don't give you nothing, that's really not what it's about. If
Yeah.
God don't give you nothing no more, you still, what I'm saying? He's still
He don't
God.
give you nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the message. Like if I lose my house and I'm homeless, God is still God, regardless. I can't, what I'm
God is
saying?
enough.
Like, do I love him because of him, or do I love him for what he can do for me?
For the gain. I think you said yeah.
What you saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. What you saying? Like what you saying? You love him for God or you love him for what you can gain?
Exactly.
That joint tough, bro. That joint tough.
Yeah, I love that joint.
It's one more like that I want to ask you about. You know what I mean? Like, and to be honest with you, like, I don't want to give away too much of the album. So with this last track, like, with me asking about it, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
That's the joint.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's the name of the track. Yeah. So tell me the process behind that one. You got my boy Witness on that one too, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
feature.
Shout out to Witness.
Yeah,
Because
that's a dope feature too. He did his
Because
thing on who? I'll tell you one more feature that did they thing. Clay.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was a hard verse. That
He
was a
come
hard
through
verse.
all the time.
Yeah,
He come through all the time.
That's
Yeah.
my Josh Carson. Josh Carson out of North Carolina, Hickory, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's your cousin, right?
That's my cousin. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hard too. His voice was hard too.
Yeah.
But yeah, his verse was hard. But not sorry though. Yeah. What made you want to do that track? Like it's a little bit of political type of stuff in there. It's some touchy issues. You know what I mean? Like that you talk about, that Witness talk about. You know what I mean? Like, but not sorry though.
I'm not. It's got to be said. Somebody got to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you said, you don't want to give away too much, but politically,
yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We can leave it right there. We can leave it right there. We ain't even got to go into it. You know what I mean? We got just gonna tease them. Just gonna tease them just like that right there. You know what I mean?
Sir.
We're just gonna tease them just like that right there.
All I gotta say is that boy good.
Hey, so when is this joint coming out, man? So the people can go ahead and get their hands on it.
All right, officially, it will hit all streaming platforms September 21st. Officially.
Okay.
Now we got the album release party happening on the 19th, which is this upcoming Sunday.
Yeah.
You guys can come through.
Word.
Yeah. Physical copies?
I'm in
Physical
there.
copies? Physical
I'm in there.
Now,
Yes.
let me ask you this. What if they
I'm
say
in there
knowledge?
Sunday.
Knowledge? What if they say knowledge? I'm watching this. I don't live in North Carolina, but I want a physical copy. What can they do? Is there anything they can do?
Hit me up on Facebook, or hit up one of the guys here, and they'll let me know.
Yeah, we got you.
Hey, we the plug. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
Antwan Auton on Facebook. Antwan Auton on Instagram. I got two. AUTON.
Here we go.
Auton Gang. Yeah.
Auton Gang. That was on Living Sacrifice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So September 21st, all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms, yes, sir.
That's all you need to know right there.
Hey, one more
You
question,
get
Knowledge.
that advocate is a treat.
One more question, Knowledge. You still gonna keep doing those Wednesday wordplay Wednesdays?
Hey, I'm on it, bro. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all gotta tune in for that. Go follow this man on IG. or Facebook or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. Wordplay Wednesday. We got one coming up this
TikTok.
Wednesday.
Hey, you got to call out City and LG. You got to bring them out to retirement, bro.
Hey, I'm waiting on y'all to respond to them joints, man.
You got to bring my
Listen.
retirement, bro.
Hey, listen, man. I just said this one about me. This about Antwan. You know what I mean?
All right,
Like,
come on, man.
Come on now. Hold on.
Knowledge.
yeah. That's what's good, man. But yeah, P, anything else before we close this thing out?
Hey, man, I'm just proud of you, bro. Keep pushing. See the progression. See the growth. We've been knowing each other since when I was high school, like something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we ninth grade, somewhere around that time. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is really a family affair. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just proud of you, bro. Like just keep pushing. Beautiful family, beautiful kids, doing your thing, bro. Just keep being positive. Glory. You know what I'm saying? Keep giving him the glory. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, shout out to your wife on the hook too, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't she got a hook on there?
Yeah. Straight vocals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got to shout that one out. That's one you got to shout out. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what's good though, man. Family affair, like you said, the daughter inspired one of the songs. You know what I mean? Bro. Like wifey on one of the hooks. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to fam.
Not Sorry was actually inspired by my little boy Quincy.
Had to get him in there. I
can see that.
Like,
yes, sir.
I was listening to the beat. Oh, man, I gotta do something. And this man was like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? How kids do. But then it was like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then it just developed.
That's funny.
Man.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, that's life, bro. That's what music is.
Hey,
yeah, I do love that you incorporate your family in your music and in your verses and stuff too.
Hey, man, yes, sir.
Hey, listen, my boy Barbershop P touched on this a little earlier, but if you don't know, like this is the core of the team right here. You know what I mean? Like knowledge, he behind the scenes, he do, you know what I mean? Like the video editing for us and you know the little intro we used to have and with the pictures floating in and coming out with angles. You know what I mean? That was all Mr. Knowledge. You know, multi-talented, multifaceted.
Yes,
y'all gonna see more of that in the too. Like his videos, go look up his videos on YouTube, man. Go look Knowledge videos on YouTube, you know, like he did a lot of them joints himself too. And we just got a talented, we got a talented member of the team. We thank God for him. All glory to God for all his gifts and talents. Thank you. We thank you, God, for allowing him, inspiring him to use them for your glory. Because a lot of talented people use it for the world. So it's always a blessing to have somebody of your talent level, you know what I mean, using it for the kingdom.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for y'all. I want y'all to do me a favor real quick.
All right.
Rate the album.
All right. LG?
Rate the album. So you talking about like
give us a scale. Give us a scale. Give us a scale.
From 1 to 10.
So 1 meaning trash and 10 meaning classic.
You trying to buy time, brother. You trying to buy time. Break the album.
That's a big scale, 1 to 10. I like 1 to 5 scales, but it's okay.
1 to 5.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a 3.5. 3.5.
I'll take it.
You want me to tell you why?
Go ahead.
I know why.
What? Well, let them
why
go.
He gonna say? Well, go ahead.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna say?
I know what you. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna let you know that I was wrong.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead, P. What you got?
Hey, bro, give my boy 5. We out here. You know what I'm saying? We giving my boy a 5. We promoting this thing. We gotta get people gonna listen. They gonna get a treat. It's gonna bless their ears. They gonna get some knowledge. They gonna get the advocate. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get my boy. You know what I'm saying? With his story. Along with some, you know, it's gonna make them crack open their Bible a little bit.
This ain't a competition. This ain't a competition. But when we do have competitions, I always win. But it's not about me. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a strong 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Since he did say graded on a 10 scale, not a 5 scale. He said a 10 scale. Y'all boys out here making your own rules. I'm gonna give it a strong 8. You know what I
That's
mean?
what you
And
do all the time.
listen, it's my go. It's my go. And listen, we only got like a minute and some change. So listen, let me
You
go
make
now.
your own rules all the time.
How
Can I go,
did
please?
the
Can I go?
Draco tyrant come out in this debate?
Listen, can I go?
Yeah.
Go. It's not a debate. It's a bonus episode about my boy Twan. All right, and we got a minute and a half. So let me go ahead and do my thing. So I'm gonna get a man, the young man. You know what I mean? Because 30, like 30, that's still young. You know what I mean? You said 30, like is you still got a lot of energy, a lot of music in you. And the reason I'm giving you an 8 and not a 9 or a 10, because you do still have a lot of music in you, brother. And I'm gonna see you rise up to that 9 and rise up, room to grow. He got room to grow. You know what I mean? Like
Grow
room
with
to
us.
grow. And I
Man.
see
Grow
it,
with
dog.
us.
Like I see it. If you don't see it yourself, because I know you'd be like, that's it. That's all I can give, and God take you to that next level. You know what I mean? I already see it in you, bro. Like I see it. I see another level or 2 or 3 in you, and you might end up with an 11. You know what I mean? The way I see it. But that's that room to grow. I want you to get to that 10 though. I do. I want you to, and I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. And I don't go like this. Not really a fan. We got less than a minute though. So I'm gonna close out with that right there. We got a 3.5. Do you want to explain your 3.5 before we get cut off?
Oh, it's just because to me, it's like I love classics, and I felt like it was classic if shorter. But I can give you more details later.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But before we get cut off, man, thank you again. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Seth.
Yes,
Go ahead and
sir.
get that all streaming platform. Speak your piece.
Hey man, appreciate y'all for having me, man. All streaming platforms once again. The Advocate, September 21st, 2021.